You guys just saw the breakfast that I made that I'm about to eat. This video is about breaking diet culture rules, and I feel like one big one that came up repeatedly from watching similar videos and doing research online was carbs and how bad carbs are, which I'm not even gonna get into, but that's just silly. I also feel like breakfast is one of those meals that people get really carried away with as far as like healthy eating, and it's always eggs or oats. And I say that kind of ironically because that's literally what I eat. Whether that's linked in diet culture or just the fact that I like routine and I happen to like both of those meals and they're really easy, I don't know. But today we are going to branch out and do something different, and that is eating 3 pancakes. I haven't had pancakes in a hot minute, and I certainly haven't made pancakes in a while. Another thing that people say is you shouldn't have like refined sugars or processed foods, and I mean, okay, this is like a very processed meal, and I added chocolate chips and I have yogurt and fruit. Fruit is another one of those things that people are like, oh my goodness, don't eat too much fruit, like sugar. Diet culture rule number 1, 2, 3, I don't know, processed food, carbs, fruit, sugar. I feel like another rule that's pretty common, diet culture rule, is eating specific meals at like certain times throughout the day. This is kind of silly in my opinion. I feel like you should eat when you're hungry, and it doesn't really matter what time it is. If you're hungry, you're hungry. And also when it comes to snacks, I feel like there's a specific acceptable snack, handful of nuts, a bowl of fruit, crackers or something, I don't know, a protein shake. But this is silly. I personally feel you should eat what you're craving, whether it fits what an appropriate snack is or an appropriate meal time is. I actually ate 2.5 hours ago, so that would put me in line with maybe having a snack at this time. Some people would even say that I shouldn't be eating right now. I should wait until lunch, but I was hungry. So we're breaking the rule of you should only eat meals, like 3 meals a day, and we're also breaking the rule of what an acceptable snack is, I guess, because I'm actually having rice and palak paneer Indian curry, which people would probably argue is more like a lunch. But I'm eating this for my snack. This is not my lunch. Also, if this was my lunch, I would be eating a lot more of it because this is not that much. I also forgot to mention, in the hustle and bustle of me filming my breakfast and whatnot, I forgot to make coffee, so I'm drinking my coffee now. Another diet culture rule that I've heard is you always need to eat at the table. You need to eat at the table, and you need to feel every bite and savor every bite and think about every bite. I'm not saying this is bad, but sometimes it's not practical. Sometimes you just don't want to eat at the table. I think people make this argument because they think that you're going to eat less or you'll be less likely to overeat if you are sitting at the table, you're not distracted. I'm not saying this is bad for everyone, but it is one of those food rules that I had when my eating disorder was at its worst. I felt like I couldn't eat in any other circumstance unless it was a meal time and I was at the table and there was nothing else distracting me. I had a very specific circumstance of when I felt like I was able to eat. Now I am breaking that rule, and I'm actually sitting in front of my computer right now. I'm in my office at my desk, and I'm probably gonna watch a couple YouTube videos while I eat this and then get back to work. Millie and I are in the Taco Bell drive-thru. Millie, hi. Yes, you saw Millie this morning. She is my, I want to say new puppy, but it's kind of on a trial basis. We are kind of doing this partial custody arrangement between my parents, who actually live on a farm, and me, because she is a border collie hound mix, and she's just under 3 months old, and she needs a lot of room to run around. So what in the world? Can you hear that? Someone literally just got in their car, and I'm assuming that's their speakers. How does anyone have functional ears after that. I digress. Millie's with me because I had to run, do some things, and then we went for a walk, and now she is tired out a little bit. We didn't go quite as far as I wanted because it was really cold. So we turned around and now we're going to stop and get some food for lunch. This is a classic diet culture food rule. Never get fast food. Yep, we're gonna get fast food. We're gonna get Taco Bell, and then I'm even gonna go to McDonald's and get a sundae, which I'm a little apprehensive about, but I'm excited. So I'm actually a vegetarian. You probably know this if you watch my channel. So my fast food options are slightly limited, but Taco Bell does have more variety of food I can get, I guess, as a vegetarian. If you have like a favorite vegetarian meal at any of the other fast food restaurants, tell me in the comments because I'm curious. Hi, could I have 2 bean burritos and 1 nachos and cheese, please?
Anything to drink?
Not today.
521 is the second window. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Madam. Next order, please.
Hi, yeah, could I have a chocolate or a fudge sundae, please?
Got the window, please.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Am I going crazy? But didn't it used to be that like the fudge sundae at McDonald's was $1 and now it's like $2.75? Inflation, mercy.
Fudge sundae?
Thank you. You too. I'm home. I low-key started my chocolate sundae in the car, so it's half eaten. And I'm going to start with 1 bean burrito and the nachos. Depending on how hungry I am, I'll either eat the second burrito now or later this afternoon. It's clearly nighttime. I just put some tater tots in the oven. I'm about to warm up the second bean burrito from Taco Bell. I only ended up eating 1 for lunch. A couple hours after lunch, I went and grabbed a drink with one of my friends. This is some type of decaf latte. The lady at the coffee shop tried to explain it to me and it's good. It's really spicy. There's like cayenne pepper in this and random stuff. But anyway, grabbed that, hung out with my friends for a couple hours. And to be perfectly honest, I am just kind of utterly exhausted, not even to mention stressed. So what diet rules are we gonna break this evening? I am eating another carb-centric meal. I'm eating tater tots and a bean burrito. Also, I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna eat a lot of food. I'm eating a Reese's right now. I'm just stressed. Okay, this is one, stress eating. There's this idea that you shouldn't emotionally eat or eat when you're stressed. Emotional or not, if you're hungry, you should eat. Sometimes emotional eating is a thing, and sometimes stress eating is a thing, and you shouldn't beat yourself up about it, in my opinion. I spend way too many years of my life beating myself up over these things. Comfort food is not bad. You can eat comfort food and you are not a bad person. Pretty much my supper is going to be composed of quote unquote comfort food. Okay, this is a big rule that I am breaking. There is this generally accepted idea in diet culture that if you eat after a certain hour, everything just immediately turns into fat or something, which is ridiculous. And even if it was true, doesn't mean that you shouldn't eat. My tater tots aren't gonna be out for probably 35 minutes. And so I'll eat my burrito, eat a couple other snacks, and then eat the tater tots. Also grazing, I kind of feel like this evening is gonna be an evening of grazing. And that's something that people are really against in diet culture. They say you should never graze, right? You eat 3 meals, but don't just graze. I'm gonna be grazing all freaking night because I am hungry and I'm stressed and it's okay. Good morning. So it's the next day and I feel like I should briefly talk about last night. It's hard because I know what happened last night is fine. My eating disorder is really loud right now telling me that I ate so much food last night, but I didn't. And I should really just be proud that I could eat when I'm hungry. And this is about breaking diet culture rules. Yeah, a big rule is don't eat at night, especially don't eat a lot at night, don't eat carbs at night. And I pretty much just ate carbs and ate sugar, and that is okay. One of the major diet rules that I wanted to address this morning to finish up the 24-hour period was going to the store hungry. I have always been told that you should never go shopping when you're hungry because you end up buying a lot of food that you don't actually want. You make impulse food purchases, do what you want, go to the store when it's convenient for you, but I just thought that would be a fun rule to break. However, it's 19 degrees outside and it snowed last night. There was like 30 minutes of this blizzard snow. There's not a ton of snow. I'll put a video over this of the snow, but it snowed. The roads are icy, I'm assuming, because it snowed and it's 19 degrees. And I'm from the South. I don't feel comfortable driving when there's snow or ice or it's 19 degrees. I don't even want to leave the house. Maybe I just need to make another video with more breaking diet culture rules. So if you guys have diet culture rules that you want me to break, leave them in the comments because I thought this was kind of fun. I have some others in my mind and I just wasn't able to get them all in this 24-hour period. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want more content like this, subscribe to this channel if you want. I love you guys and I will see you in the next video.